he's showing it as his pace is gradually increasing throughout the fight.
You know, he looks like he's having fun. He's smiling at the end of rounds.
Got caught with a left hook there.
But once again, you see him come back. He will not let Juarez take control.
And he also rolled with that left hook and diminished the power of the impact.
Yeah, but he comes right back. He's just outworking him right now. And Juarez is fighting a good fight, but the guy is punching from so many different angles and twisted and pivoted and punching, and it's just very difficult for him to figure out and keep up with.
We've been talking for the past few years about boxing as the ultimate global sport. Here's yet another sign.
Chris John and his camp were extremely confident going into this fight, taking, by his standards, not a lot of money to fight on an undercard, to expose himself to the American television audience. He was sick. He had a virus several days ago, and admitted that had it been a fighter like Marquez and not Juarez, he would have thought about pulling out of the fight. That's how confident John and his camp were about beating Juarez.
Yeah, he got sick because Houston's so cold, which goes to show you how hot it is in Indonesia. John was born in Jakarta, moved by his family, who were poor rice farmers, to a small rural town. Ultimately moved back to the provincial capital after he graduated high school and had taken up boxing to begin his professional career. His father, a former fighter, began teaching him to box at age 6 because, John says, he wanted to give me something, and this was really all he had to give. And of course, in the ultimate sport of fathers and sons, Rocky Juarez is named Rocky in honor of Rocky Marciano, by a father who was determined that he would be a fighter too.
Speaking of determination, I wonder if what we're seeing here is a last stand by Juarez. He's doing some good work cornering John and throwing body shots, or if this is a kind of resurgence that Juarez is having in the fight.
Well, this is exactly what Ronnie Shields was hoping him to do, was to close the gap and keep it closer. That was a good, strong round, I thought, for Rocky.
The last minute of the round, definitely Juarez's best minute of the fight.
I don't want you to fight. He's got to come.
March 7, Boxing After Dark returns with a triple header featuring some of the sport's best young fighters. James Kirkland meets Joel Julio in the main event. What a fight. Also that night, Victor Ortiz faces Mike Arnudis, and Robert Guerrero battles Daoud Yordan. April 11, it's the return of our Emmy Award-winning series 24/7. This time around, our cameras follow superstars Manny Pacquiao and Ricky Hatton as they prepare for their upcoming mega matchup. West Coast viewers can catch 24/7 after that evening's live boxing. And on May 2, HBO pay-per-view has the live fight between Pacquiao, the sport's pound-for-pound king, and Hatton, boxing's most prolific ticket seller.
Dig that body. Dig that body. Come on, baby. Let's go.
Joe Chavez has done a tremendous job on the cut above Rocky Juarez's left eye.
You know, and even though Rocky may be behind on points, I wouldn't say, because I don't know what the official scored. I've been impressed with the punching power that he still has at this later stage of the fight. So Chris John is to still stay alert and has respect for Rocky. Even though he may be winning the fight, Rocky still is a very dangerous one-punch puncher.
Even as Juarez had a good second half of that round, he took an awful lot of punishment coming in.
But he was getting to John's body in the latter part of the round. And he had him in a phone booth, fighting at the range at which Juarez can be most effective against this guy.
Step back. There was an example, Jim, slipping the jab and landing a body shot.
Good right hand by Juarez. Counter-punching against a good counter-puncher.
It is easy to give Juarez a lot of credit after being dominated in certain rounds for doing better. But still, even as Juarez is landing these shots, it looks like he's getting out-hit clean 2-1.
Yeah, you may give him credit because he's doing comparatively better in other rounds, but nevertheless, John still seems to be winning the fight.
Yeah, and in this round, John is beginning to command the distance again. Stepping away from side to side, stepping back in to land his punches, and then moving away again.
Juarez has put in good body work throughout the fight, especially early. Wonder if it'll be enough to slow John down at any point in the fight.
Blood now on the bridge of the nose of Juarez. Perhaps a sprinkle from the cut above the eye. Trying to lift Rocky Juarez.
Well, you know, it's interesting that his punch that he's known for, the left hook to the head, is a punch he has seldom thrown all night. In fact, I can't recall too much of him ever throwing it. Most of his hooks have been to the body and his jabs, but not too many left hooks to the head.
Hard right hand by Juarez.
He tried a few hooks to the head early and missed by a bunch. Wonder now if he's closed the gap enough that those hooks that were missing earlier, Emmanuel, might start to land.
Yeah, he should try it anyway because he hasn't done it. And you know, body punching may be effective, but I don't think so. At this stage, I'd be straight. Everything would be to the head with full power if I was Juarez.
Well, it's interesting. At our fighter meeting yesterday, I asked Rocky about his reputed money punch, the left hook, and his answer was, hey, I think my right hand's just as good as my left hook.
Chris, good. That was better. Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. Suck it in. We've got a towel for his face or what?
Lopez, towel.
Chris, this is the 10th. Chris, this is the 10th. You listening to me? We need to win the last 3 rounds, Chris. We must win the last 3 rounds. You listening to me? 3 rounds to go. I need you to win by boxing. By throwing the right hook, the right hand, and the jab and the feint. The jab and the feint.
Here you see Chris John landing punches, as I was saying, from all counter angles. Things that is very difficult to see because he's punching all while he's twisting and turning. Always punching, and he can punch between the gaps and finds holes and opportunities that normally the average fighter wouldn't see.
He cranked up the punch count again. John threw 120 punches by CompuBox count in the 9th round, landing 31 of them. He's been over 100 thrown in each of the last 3 rounds. Harold, how do you have it through 9?
Okay, Jim. 88, 83, 7 rounds to 2. Chris John. Jim, he just continues to outwork Rocky Juarez. Rocky will get inside and he'll throw 1 punch, and that's it. They just did it right there. Got inside 1 punch. In the meantime, John keeps moving, doubles, triples that jab, comes over the top with the right hand, or he drops that right hand down. He's outworking Rocky Juarez. I mean, he's winning this fight on sheer volume of clean, effective punches. 7-2, Chris John.
Yeah, you know, we've seen too often, especially in someone's hometown.
Good left hook by Juarez.
The first one.
Good right hand by Chris John.
That they get the close decisions because the judges constantly give them the benefit of the doubt in every round. It's not enough to make a plausible argument that a fighter wins a round. You would hope judges would score the rounds unbiasedly.
You hope. Good right hand by John. Energy level stays high. Thought process stays clear. Good fighter. We have not seen him before. Juarez, like John, showing terrific stamina, determination, still coming forward, trying to close the distance. Good uppercut inside by Chris John. Juarez looking to land a body shot and getting ripped to the face twice. Interesting to hear John's trainer, Craig Christian, between rounds saying you need to win these last 3 rounds. On the road, take nothing for granted,
well,
right?
I would tell them, too, because, you know, it still could be a close fight. You know, we have John and Outland, but we never know what's going on with judges, as we've learned in fights.
1,000%. A 4-punch combination by John, while Juarez was looking to land 1 punch.
There you go. Just when Juarez was getting set to punch, John got out 4 punches before.
That pattern has been repeated throughout the fight. And is the reason that our hunch is that John deserves the lead on the scorecards. But Manuel's entirely correct in saying this is an unpredictable commodity in that regard.
If I was Rocky, I would not throw 1 punch to the body. It's a waste. Every punch should go to the head.
Roy, listen to me. Breathe.
Listen, Rock. We got 2 rounds left, baby. 2 rounds left. You want to win the world title, you got to